Hey, it's your boy Dak of Daksworld Streams, and let's talk about Battletoads. The Battletoads are back. After 26 years, Rash, Zitz, and Pimple finally popped back onto the scene in their very own beat-em-up adventure. We all love a good comeback story. But should these Toads have stayed absent, or is this the beginning of a new Toad renaissance? Let's start with saying I was not a Battletoads fan back in the day. The games were punishingly difficult, even by 8-bit standards. Fast forward to 2020, I think the Toads couldn't have re-emerged at a better time. The game is a controllable Saturday morning cartoon, and it is very deliberate. I always wanted this for my cartoons. Some have come very close, but with this one, if a More You Know vid had popped up here, it wouldn't have felt terribly out of place. Speaking of which, this game seems pretty self-aware of itself. The self-deprecating humor whispers to us, yeah, we know these guys are ridiculous. The humor in general is not up my alley, but I chuckled a couple of times. And the story sticks with the theme of its own ridiculousness. At first glance, you would think the game's gameplay was just combat. But this is not your standard beat-em-up. Battletoads have always been a mashup of a side-scrolling brawler and a collection of minigames. Now on to the minigames. They are welcome breaks from bashing enemies about the face. Most do not overstay their welcome and even give you the option to skip a few. Confession here, a couple of the minigames have stopped me in my tracks. And I have a few nice words I'd like to share about those minigames, but I won't share them here for the sake of a decent rating. On to the combat. Unfortunately, I have to admit, it is a little thin, but it definitely still requires some thought. Placement of enemies is everything in this game. And please make sure when they pop up on the screen, you take a quick mental inventory of all the ranged and shielded available to pummel. It can make all the difference in trying to get through this game. So, at the end of the day, I like it. I do. I have fun with it. I really wish I had played this with some friends of mine. Hell, I even wish there was an option where I could just leave my game open and allow randos to pop in here and there. I mean, come on. It is 2020. Sure, the Toads may have missed out on the whole internet craze, but I'm sure Rare, in conjunction with Dollar, and Microsoft knew a thing or two about online gaming. Without it, it is just a competent brawler. But it gave me enough in the presentation area that would lend me to believe that this game could be the beginning of a new Toad renaissance. If you have Game Pass, honestly, what does it hurt? Just give it a try. Hey, it's your boy at Daksworld Streams, and I'll see you on the next one.